Have you dabbled in the NFT stuff?
No, not really. I think I'm getting too tired. It's just full on just working on Bitcoin. It's yeah. So I have you have you looked into it? Have you played with it?
No.
I don't know. It's like I think it's got merit because we have an art world and people still value an art. And I think it's showing that people do recognize that a claim or ownership on something that's even digital, just say I'm the special person that has the only person that has brownie points because I have the claim on that, even though it's, everyone can enjoy it at the same quality. It's proven that there's value in it. I mean, there was a experiment run. I forget the name of the artist, but he did a run of real art, and then he issued an NFT for each one of them, and so you could buy.
Is that Beeple?
I don't know if it was Beeple. He did a run. He was a well-known, established artist, and you could either have the physical or you could have the NFT. If the NFT was wanted, then the artwork would be destroyed. And you get the NFT, vice versa, the NFT's burnt, and then you get the artwork. And it was interesting because not everyone wanted the artwork. It was significantly people wanted the NFT. So it was like, there's an experiment that shows that it's proven now that that's a thing, right? But I don't understand. I don't know how to trade it, and I'm like, well, I don't want to learn how to trade it right now. I'm too busy, and like I remember the learning curve of Bitcoin going down that rabbit hole. It's just like, I guess I had nothing else to do. That would be a fun rabbit hole to go down, right? Especially if I had a few bucks and I wanted to make hundreds or thousands or millions. When the bubble burst in like '99, was it 2001? I forget, but it took till it was like a dozen years before it came back again. And this is after the iPhone was invented. Everyone was on Twitter and Facebook. Our whole mobile lives revolved around the internet. Our whole lives revolved around the internet. And it took 12 years for all that to be built before the real internet that was invasive into every nook and cranny of civilization in people's lives. And it was like valued at that in 12 years earlier when it was just, coupled together home pages practically and like GeoCities. So
GeoCities.
Yeah, I could see this, like when Yahoo was like, two guys out of a caravan, like creating a web page that listed all the known web pages they'd heard of. I mean, that was when millions of dollars being poured in. The thing was valued at.
Can you imagine that?
Close to like the Nasdaq. Decades later, and so, I think that's what we're looking at, right?
Imagine that in your garage with your mate, and it's like, oh, this new internet thing's cool. Let's create a list of all the pages we like. What should we call it? Let's call it Yahoo. Right, we're billionaires. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's like someone knocks on the caravan and says, "Hey, we want to give you $1 million because we think there's a thing in this," and then that became Yahoo. And then all the finance guys said, "How do we value this shit?" It was like,
yeah,
how do you value something like this?